What's going on, all you bad hombres out there? Welcome to Level With You Show, Episode 6. My name is Wiley Umstead, and here I'm joined by HGTV's own Tyler Hadley.
Is there a Tyler Hadley on HGTV?
No, you're just all about that home buying recently.
Yes. Still trying to buy a home. Stay tuned for more information.
Mr. Duarte, Anthony Duarte.
I'm doing the same. Duarte,
Right.
I'm Anthony.
And
Looking for
Action Brapton, Brandon Scott.
Action Brapton, I like that.
Alright.
Alright.
So, we apologize for the late episode this week. Unfortunately, I was a bit of a silly boy and forgot that we record podcasts on Tuesdays. Made plans to go to the beach, didn't want to disappoint the missus, so we moved the episode to Friday.
Because
sincere
the beach
apologies.
is so much more important than his brands.
Yeah, but now I can drink, so thank you, Wiley.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
it.
Yeah,
I
so-
don't drink during the week because I get
Special E3 Friday edition of the Level With You show. We got a lot to talk about. Of course, the E3 conference in LA is now officially over. We've got a chance to look over all the different press conferences, all the different, well, not all, but quite a bit of gameplay demos. Exciting news to go over. So usually we start out with what we've been playing, but that seems sort of petty in the grand scheme of things this week with all we got to learn. So we're moving on to Cruising for Newsin, E3 edition. Bam!
Woo! Mine was
Alright.
dud.
So in the outline here, the way I've got it written up is just kind of going through each of the press conferences to start things off. And we get to start off with everybody's favorite publisher, Electronic Arts.
Oh, yay. You
Yeah.
guys did great.
I like sports.
I like sports
No.
You guys do like sports, and I don't like sports.
from time to time.
Dribbled into the Astrodome.
So I thought their press conference was pretty cool. A couple nice announcements. My favorite of which is a co-op only game called A Way Out, where you try to escape a prison. It's strictly cooperative and split screen.
That's one where it's like the guys that made Two Brothers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons.
Ah, yes, yes.
Mhm. Did you?
That's pretty
Wait,
cool.
so it's only cooperative play?
It's only
you can't
co-op.
play single player?
You can't. No.
Really?
Yeah.
Which I thought was
That's high demand.
Wasn't that like opposite for Two Brothers?
Two Brothers was
Single
single player.
player, and
Each
played-
brother played as a different joystick.
They're just two brothers.
Yeah.
It's just Two Brothers. It's just called Two Brothers.
That was a game that I played, didn't give quite enough of a chance. I've heard good things about it in my time since then, so I'd like to go back and try it again. But I really liked the whole vibe of the trailer, and I can understand people being turned off by the co-op only thing.
I honestly, I think it's great.
Yeah, I think it's cool that they're taking a stand of being like, look, this is the game we want to make. We understand that if you're a loner single player type, this isn't for you.
Is it like split screen optional?
It's only split screen.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
really cool.
really?
Because you can be in like the same place at the same
Yeah.
time someone else is doing something. Like the brothers, like he's like, say if me and him were playing, like he'd be like breaking out, like doing the breakout or whatever it was,
Mhm.
or like, and then like he'd be doing the same thing in one room, and like a cutscene would be happening for him, or he'd be talking to somebody. I could just like walk around
Yeah,
while that's
Yeah.
happening.
yeah.
I'm gonna
Pretty
say you're
wild.
gonna be limited to gaming a little bit if it's only co-op but no split screen.
No, it's even split screen if you're playing online. So
Yeah. Wait. What?
yeah, so
Really?
because a big part
So you
of
can see what they're doing because that's the
yeah.
whole
So I
narrative,
think
right?
Oh,
the
that
thing
makes
is that
sense.
if they're trying to distract a guard, you can kind of see things from their way to make things easier for you.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, so
Sounds
I
like
thought,
Manhunt. If you had a
I never
friend
played
in
Manhunt. I've heard great things about it.
great game.
You guys remember State of Emergency for PlayStation 2? That one where you're in the mall and you're just running around like it's the dudes with like the baseball bats. It's got the crazy multiplayer.
I remember seeing the cover at Blockbuster. and
Yeah,
everything.
that's where I first rented it because this kid like went on the bus
Had
with
the
it. It was
really
very
fat
like.
guy on the cover.
Yeah, exactly. He was like, "You gotta buy this," and I was like, "I don't think I buy it because my parents let me have M games," but I lied to him and I rented it from Blockbuster.
Yeah.
Super arcade.
I remember when I could finally buy M games. That was a good day. I had to convince my mom to let me get the original Halo.
The most embarrassed I've ever been over trying to buy an M game was I was freshman year in high school. I had just seen the Simpsons movie in theaters at the Enfield Mall in Connecticut. And I went and tried to buy Persona 3 when it first came out for the PlayStation 2. And it was rated M because you see, like, there's a little bit of nudity where it's just the anime girls, like, covering their boobs at one point. And they're like, the guy's like, "Sorry, dude, it's got a little nudity, can't sell it to you." And I was like, "Are you serious?" And he's just like, not at 18, whatever it was. You're not 16 or something.
17.
17, yeah. And he was just like, I was like, I had to call my aunt who like drove me. I was like, can you come buy this game for me, please?
Trying to see some cleavage, add something into the spank bank.
May want to talk to your nephew who's trying to whack off to anime. Little do they know that would be a continuing trend.
So a couple other big things from the EA conference. They had their usual sports rigmarole, bringing back NBA Live. 2K's been at the top for so long. I wonder if they'll ever have success with that. I don't think we play too much sport games. I do play them on occasion, but we can move right along.
I do like the fact what they do with the sports games where it's like, you want to draft your people or FIFA. I watch my little brother play where you open those card packs and it's like, so it's really cool.
Yeah,
it's like,
that's-
players.
Those are pretty.
I like
So
that.
like
Cool
MLB The
addition to
Show,
sports
I think also does. Now that I have a PS4, I'm gonna be playing that game.
Yeah, the show is on sale for $40 right now. Just
Oh really?
Yeah.
The newest one, 17.
Mhm.
Yep.
I'm gonna get that.
They showed a bit of Need for Speed Payback.
Yep.
From the footage they showed, it looked a lot like Burnout 3, Burnout Paradise.
I love
Yeah.
those games.
The
Yeah.
little slow crash scenes.
Yeah, it looked really good.
Isn't that the one where it changed
Hate racing
perspective?
games.
You hate racing games?
Well, like Need for Speeds and Burnouts. Like I'm just not a fan.
Last
of
Need
those
for
types of
Speed I
racing
liked
games.
was
Well,
for PlayStation.
That's odd.
2.
Never met someone that didn't like Burnout.
Yeah, you fucking weirdo.
Burnout was just fun. You just drive.
Man, I
around
don't like
and
sports
just
games, but fucking cars, wow.
Threw up your car.
You threw up?
You
your
just
car?
you just drive around and crash your car.
I got that with when I bought the Xbox 360 for the first time, and it was so official when I bought it. In the same box my Xbox 360 came in, didn't have an official case. It came in one of those really shitty like white like plastic like little discs
Yeah.
that you put like a random CD in. I was like, oh, it's cool still.
Yeah, well, I think it looks cool anyway,
What-
despite Tyler's.
What was
superiority.
the last Need for Speed you played?
Um,
Hot Pursuit? Did you like Hot Pursuit?
I loved Top Pursuit.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. It
Yeah.
reminds me of a mix between Hot Pursuit and Burnout.
Yeah, Hot Pursuit was probably, well, that was the last racing game that I was super into that was not super arcadey. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, it was super arcadey, but that wasn't like a kart game. So
Yeah.
I'm not a kart game guy either.
No, I'm not.
But
either.
I have had my fun with the Burnouts, Project Gotham Racing back in the day, and a little bit of Need for Speed.
Yeah.
So this one looks like they're implementing some story elements that's kind of giving it a Fast and
Overall, it
Furious
looks
vibe.
better than Forza.
Eh,
I
don't know about that.
Real good.
Forza's
Forza's
boring.
real
Forza
good.
like fucking good.
Never
You play
enjoyed
Forza for like the authentic like racing experience.
Yeah, I don't want that.
You play like arcade. You play Burnout or something for an
That's
arcade racing
boring as
experience.
shit. I'll play Mario
Yeah.
Kart, or I just want to play something where I can at least maybe crash my car.
You can crash it in
You
this
can
one.
crash
just-
it,
yes.
yes.
Yeah,
or
but
you
then
have
you just
that time.
sit there and then you're like, oh,
It's like real
let me
life.
just-
How do you know
yeah, I
that?
don't want that.
Why not?
Because
yeah,
it's
how
not
many
fun.
crashes? Come on.
I want to throw bananas at people.
That's true.
Yeah.
No
well,
blue shells in there. Just blue balls.
Mm-hmm.
So what else did we get from EA? Okay, the big thing I guess was the reveal of Anthem, their new action RPG. Well, it's from BioWare, published by EA.
Yep.
We just checked out the trailer a little while ago to give ourselves a little refresher.
Now that's something I can get behind.
Yeah.
Anthem looks sweet.
It looks like a cross
Thank you,
between
Tyler.
The Division and Destiny, from what I saw, and
Mm.
that seems sick.
Looks like
Said
A
a
few-
cross between Iron Man and the Division.
Iron Man and my dad.
Iron Man and a futuristic Turok.
Surge.
Lots of different influences. Yes.
I'm gonna be very gassed.
But
this
it's
episode,
probably
sorry.
one of the best looking games of E3 that I saw.
For sure.
It's
And I think the footage they were showing was on the One X.
Yeah, it was.
Speaking of that, that's a dumb name. The Xbox One, what is it? Xbox One X now?
Yeah.
Or no, S. Xbox One S for the Xbox Slim, and then Xbox One X. How many kids are gonna be mad this Christmas when their parents go out and they're like, Mom and Dad, I want Xbox One F? And it's like, excuse me?
Stupid
They should be
list
happy with,
kids.
with either one, to be honest. But yeah, we'll get to Xbox here soon.
Kids with lisps shouldn't own that console anyway, and they probably won't get it. Let's be honest.
So
Okay,
Are they back?
okay, you can get an Xbox S. No, X! Yeah, S, I'll get it for you. Stop stuttering and lisping all the time.
all right, it is going to be a confusing Christmas now that I think about
It's
it.
gonna be good. It's gonna be good for the parents.
Oh, yeah.
Gonna be saving themselves some
I'm
coin.
guessing they're going to go with the one that's half the
Cheaper,
price.
yeah, exactly. They'll be like,
Yeah.
"Man, my son's so great, he
Yeah,
loves this cheap
the
stuff."
F. Yeah, the F right there.
I don't know, it's just what my son said.
So finally, they showed a good amount of Battlefront
That's in the
2.
West.
Gonna have a campaign this
Yeah.
time, which is exciting. The first one was, we had some good times with it, Tyler.
Yeah, we had a lot of good times online, but
Yeah.
I mean, it got old pretty fast.
It did, but I think that they learned a lesson, a big time in terms of not charging a $50 season pass this time around. So they're gonna offer free content throughout its life cycle, and they're just going to be charging for cosmetics.
Oh, good.
A la something like Overwatch or
Like any good game that's out there right now.
yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All your skins and your good
Room to
stuff.
make a little more coin.
And it's going to have characters from the prequels, the old trilogy, as well as the new trilogy. So it looks like it's got a lot going for it in terms of variety. I actually, this is one that I didn't get a chance to watch the gameplay that was revealed, other than the trailer that was shown. But
Mhm.
I think it should be good stuff.
I like how when they brought it up, talking about Battlefront, right?
Yeah, Battlefront
When
2.
they brought it up, they're just like,
Battlefront 2.
Battlefront 2. They're like, all right, we got a lot of
One
feedback,
squared.
a lot positive,
Yeah.
and a lot like criticism, a lot constructive, and it's just all the comments just flood the screen.
aka criticism.
Yeah, that is,
Yeah.
your game sucks. There's no game here.
That was good.
I just
That was
remember
good.
beating Jamie up at it. That was great.
I'm not sure if I'll get it.
Yeah.
I'm not.
There's just
Yeah.
so much. I don't know if I'll get it either, but it if it's good enough, I'll definitely
When you guys
check
check
it out.
play it.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
watch people play it and
I mean,
decide
there's
whether.
just-
Yeah, that's usually what I do with questionable
There's a lot
games.
coming out in October and November this year, so it's going to be tough to find a big FPS to really sink your time into.
So many.
So let's move on to Ubisoft or Ubisoft, however you want to say it.
Ubi, please.
Okay. We'll go with
I
Ubi.
pronounce Ubisoft.
Boobisoft.
What kind of should he use? This is good.
So pretty good conference from them. I really enjoyed the pacing of it. I thought they had a lot of cool stuff to show. I liked how it started. We got Miyamoto. Anytime he makes an appearance, it's a good time.
so-
Oh
cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was sick. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, I was watching the live show of that with Giant Bomb's reaction, and that was a real good time. Just
You must have loved that.
Yeah, that
you
was
love
fun.
your giant bombs.
I knew.
Hell yeah. Oh, that's sick. It was just like the guy I heard was tearing up. One of the creators. He was in like the audience
Yeah.
watching when Miyamoto like came out and he was doing it with the other guy, and the guy's just like.
That was it was a very sweet moment when it cut to him, and then it also
It was unexpected,
it showed.
for sure.
You know, once this leaked a few weeks ago, we were talking about like, what the hell is this going to be? You know, I think that we kind of could put our foot in our mouths now, because now that we've seen it, it looks
Yeah.
pretty damn sweet.
It does
Yeah.
look sweet.
Yeah,
It's all right. It was pretty good.
looks pretty
It was
good.
pretty good.
And they say they've been in development for over 3 years at this point.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
glad they kept it hidden that long. That's hard
Yeah.
to do without any leaks or anything.
And then once they first were showing gameplay, the first 30 seconds or so, it was just like Mario and Luigi followed by two rabbits. They're just like walking around from place to place, and it's like,
Yeah.
what the hell is this? It
Yeah.
was super
Yeah,
boring.
super
Yeah.
weird.
And then after 30 seconds or so pass, it's like, whoa, and now we're going to show the combat, which is a pretty big part of the game.
If you didn't know.
Yeah, like, holy shit, this is an XCOM style strategy game where it's all about cover-based shootings and
Like you
buffs
jump off your
and-
friends.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
That was pretty cool. Yeah, that one part where it's like, and now Luigi's gonna go through the rabbit pipe and jump on Mario and do this, and now he's gonna be able to shoot this guy. And the whole
He's gonna be
crowd.
able to shoot him and then come back and then flip again and then shoot this other guy.
That was
and now he's behind
confusing.
cover.
I was just like, what the There's so many steps. I had to rewind it. I was like, wow. I was like, this is why I don't play these kind of games. I was like, that's a lot of
Just
stuff.
throw them in
It's pretty
Smash
wild.
Bros. If everyone's gonna be hitting themselves,
Yeah.
just throw them in Smash Bros.
I'm sure rabbits will be in the next Smash Bros. If,
Yeah, this will probably
Well, where's
take off.
Waluigi's lanky ass?
His amiibo's
It's a
at Target. You can get it right now. You can get 5 of them if you
I
want.
got one. I don't need any more.
Speaking of which, is even Wario in Smash?
Yeah,
Mhm.
Okay, he is.
yeah, he's been in
He's got a
there.
motorbike. and ride around on it.
But yeah, I thought that it looked super polished and nice. It looked like it's got a good amount of depth. It looks like a good on-the-go game, something you could just, play for 15 minutes at a time or sink a lot of time into.
Mm-hmm.
So that was definitely a good way to kick it off. Other stuff we got to see, got some more Assassin's Creed Origins. I think
I'm very excited for that.
Yeah. What do you think of it?
I think it looks good. The way they were describing it is that playing through it, it will explain a lot of Egypt's, what Egypt was going through in that time. I mean, Assassin's Creed, their writers they have a lot of historian writers to back up
They check their facts.
Yeah,
make sure check their facts.
Yeah, they got their fact check.
Most of the time.
So you're looking at this
Yeah,
most forward to from a historical angle?
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean the gameplay and also the time frame looks awesome.
Oh well.
I mean,
What do you
it's
think
been a while since I've played an Assassin's Creed.
We love Black Flag. You like Black Flag a lot.
Played through it.
Any other thoughts on Origins?
Looks
I
nice.
don't really care. I've never been like a big Assassin's
it
Creed
looks
guy.
good.
Me either, but I always feel like it's something that it's had such an impact on the industry over the past 10 years.
Oh,
that
yeah.
it's something that I should
Like I said in the
invest
last
more time into.
Like I said in the last podcast, I'm kind of over Assassin's Creed games. They're not appealing to me.
So-
They
last
seem like they put
week.
way more work into this one than they have put into one in a very long time.
It does seem like they are kind of. It doesn't feel like just another.
Yeah,
Assassin's Creed.
exactly. It
feels
seems like
they're-
this is actually a big deal. We're actually putting some effort in here. There's gonna be some knowledge in there.
So they'll get you back with this one.
Gotta have that knowledge.
Dang bookworms!
One thing that nice transition attempt here. Assassin's Creed 4 had all that sailing. Yeah, remember that
This
sailing?
Black Flag?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that was Black Flag. So another game they revealed was Skull and Bones.
Yeah, that looked cool.
It looked cool. Didn't look like my
Yeah.
type of game.
No.
It looked a little too
It's kind of like
micromanagey.
what's
for me.
that?
Yeah.
It's like Steam something. It's like you pilot that. It's on Steam. I think it's only PC, but you pilot that big airship and you fight like steampunk style, and you have all these people on the ship like trying to repair
Yeah.
stuff and then shoot people with turrets.
I'm not
I've seen
into that. That's
Yeah,
not
it looked
for me.
exactly like that, but pirates.
That's
with
it's
ships.
not for me.
It's
I
just
mean,
very
the
cooperative.
game on Steam that everyone's been playing, again, I can't remember the name. That game looks better than this game.
It's like
because
Steam
there's
something.
there's so many different like
Steam.
aspects of it, and
Yeah.
whereas this kind of like you control one boat. And
People get so
I'm not,
mad at you.
I'm not sure if you have like a team of people on your boat.
I think you do.
I don't know either. I mean, it's got to be somewhat cooperative. You would think. Like, I'm
It-
sure
it-
it's not 1v1.
Yeah, but from what there's obviously
Weird
teams, but from what I saw, it seemed like one
Where are the
person
ships?
controlled like one boat, and there were different types of boats that are part of the team. Whereas I would have liked to see a game where, like on Steam, there's multiple people on one boat that are working together for like a common objective to shoot down the other team.
Are you sure that that's not the case with this game?
I'm not. I'm really not.
Okay.
No, not
But
too
from
much.
what
But
from what I saw, that's what it looked like. But I could be wrong.
Oh,
I do a lot of research.
gotcha. So there was another pirate game. I'm gonna do this is a little skipping here, but I just want to
Please don't
do
tell
two
me
pirate games in a row.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
No, during the Xbox conference, we got a good look at Sea of Thieves, the new Rare game. I thought it looked like a pretty good time. Kind of like a
Yeah.
much lighter-hearted version of Skull and Bones with a higher emphasis on loot. It's got the goofy, Rare sense of humor.
You said thieves?
Sea of Thieves.
so is that like the same concept though, or is it totally different? 'Cause
It's
I
a
saw
similar
one pirate
concept.
thing.
I mean, there's the naval combat with the boats and the cannons and the boarding ships but you can do goofy things like this, like shoot yourself out.
Oh, that's what. Okay, I watched Pro Jared, another like video game YouTuber, and I was watching him for E3 because he breaks down everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And he was talking about that one, and that one looked cool because he was just telling you about how you can just launch yourself off into like they were boarding some ship and they was like about to die, and like one of their comrades shot himself onto the boat, killed the guy. One guy shot himself onto an island, and it just ended with him getting eaten by a shark or something. Like they tried to go back to the boat with the treasure. It was like, wow.
That sounds pretty entertaining.
Yeah, I think it looks fun. It's got a charming art style. I
It's
think
got that goofy aspect to it. There's always a chance it's gonna be good.
Yeah, I mean, it's
At
been.
least-
Go ahead.
Oh no, please.
It's been too long since Rare had a game that was awesome that wasn't the Rare replay. So I'm hoping for the best for it. Anyway, back to Ubisoft. The big surprise of the show, Beyond Good and Evil 2 was revealed.
That was
Yeah.
cool.
It was cool.
That looks sweet.
I mean, totally bizarre tone for the trailer. Did you guys play the original game?
I've always wanted to. I'm a wicked poser with that 'cause I love the art
watched
style. I
people
loved
play it.
everything about it. I've
Mhm.
never played the game. It looks great, but
It's really cool. I had it for GameCube back in the early 2000s. It came out in 02 or 03. And
Not 01 though.
no, it wasn't launch. No.
Thank God.
And it was, from what I remember, a third-person adventure game with Zelda-like elements. A lot of.
It's better than Star Fox Adventures.
I actually like Star Fox Adventures. That's one of those games like it's just like DK64. It's just an overly hated on rare game.
It's like, hey, you want to play Zelda? Just kidding, don't play it. I've never played it either, so I guess I can't tell.
No, but anyway, I don't remember too much about it. It's been nearly 15 years. But this is a game that was announced at an E3 6 or 7 years
A
ago.
long time ago, and
Yeah.
then just dropped.
It just dropped, and like the whole time since they've been saying, yeah, we're still working on it, and everybody's like, yeah, bunch of bullshit.
I really hope it's not another Duke Nukem Forever, because that was a disaster. That was so bad.
Yeah, let's hope.
The game dropped from like being so expected. I remember like 2 weeks after it came out, you could get it for like $20.
Yep, I was working at GameStop at the time, and literally like a month, not even after it launched, $20, like brand new, $30, and then like 20.
Bunch
Brand
of
new.
people like
So
talking
bad.
about glitches, like you didn't have your legs for the second half of the game.
Looking
A
down.
lot of ridiculousness.
A lot of the humor didn't fly too, because it was just like way back in the '90s when that was like, he was like, hey man, like the classic Duke Nukem, and then it was just like,
he was just
oh, monogamous sexist pig, and it's like, holy shit! It's like, wow, okay, I mean, this is like a game from the '90s.
isn't
Shit.
everything!
Also, fun fact: did you know the guy that voices Duke Nukem, John St. John, also voices Big the Cat in Sonic Adventure?
I think you told me that
we
last
know
week.
Yep, I love that fact. It's a great fact.
It's a good fact. Yeah.
You ever seen Full
You
Metal
just mention that
Jacket?
every week.
Yes.
I will. It's my fact.
You know the drill sergeant, obviously.
Yes.
He plays the water mask in
I'm a fucking ghost in that.
Crash Bandicoot, Wrath of Cortex.
Well,
Yeah, you were
guys
talking
are
about that the
just
other
full
day.
of fun facts.
He's the water mask.
Yep.
For-
I can
And
play
I,
that still.
and I am on the second world, Wiley. And guess what? It's a pretty good goddamn game.
Alright, well.
Like you
Did
started on the last
you know
part.
that a chicken eggshell can hold up to 9 pounds?
You were very excited about that this week.
Is that true?
Yeah.
That is true.
He
Really?
sent a group chat a text. He was like, "Did you know that the neck can hold this much?" And I was like, "Whoa."
What?
Then it
How
said
did they
and
I
at the-
figure
I don't
that out?
believe that.
True. And that the eggshell.
It's on the right angle. I think.
No, I
Pretty sure
mean
it's
I
the
would
right
believe
angle.
it, like, cause like those eggs are strong. Like
I
try
don't know where
crushing
you
an
get it
egg,
from.
grabbing it from top to bottom. You can't
You
crush
get
it.
local grown. You get Walmart eggs.
Well,
No, you
you
can't.
can.
Do it. Do it right now.
You can squeeze an
Live.
egg. I don't have eggs.
9
here.
pounds worth of weight.
You got an egg?
Okay.
9 pounds worth of wings.
You got
An
an egg?
eggshell is
No, I
only
don't have
13% of
wings.
the egg.
Or
No, an
eggs.
egg.
Guys, you still got 4 more conferences.
Alright. Sorry.
Let's talk about all of them with eggs.
Alright, so, yeah. About Beyond Good and Evil 2, what struck me about this CG trailer was that it was so filled with fucks. The first game was rated teen and didn't have any bad words. So just to
Bam.
have the monkey saying, "Take that, motherfucker!" over and over, I was like, this can't be Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Does Chris Rock voice the monkey?
No.
Oh,
crazy
I hope
Jesus.
so. Oh my god, that'd be great. You could-
But yeah, nothing in game, so who knows when this will come out. My guess would be 2019 at the
Yeah.
earliest.
Oh, it's gonna be a while probably.
Yeah.
They're just like, hey guys, we're bringing it back, but you're gonna wait a little bit longer.
Yeah, that was kind of the fun way to end the show. Like, here you go, we know you want it. So now moving on to the big boys, talk about Microsoft's conference.
Hoo-ha!
I thought it was probably my favorite of the Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo conferences.
Yeah, it was probably the best.
I can't agree with you on there, but you have an
It's
opinion,
close
that's
with
okay.
Nintendo.
I mean, Nintendo's was also
Nintendo, yeah, I mean,
But tell me more Sony. What happened?
Okay, so what was so good about the Microsoft conference was how much they focused on games. They
That's
said they were going to talk about 42 games.
mhm.
They showed they had a nice balance of indie-looking things, as well as their first-party stuff, like Forza 7 and Crackdown.
Oh, Crackdown! I was really pumped to
They
hear
also
that.
said, what, they had like 14
Pretty
new
much.
exclusives?
12,
14,
something like
something
that.
like
I think they said. I think they said. I want to say 22, but the
22.
big thing that was a negative takeaway, but I don't blame them for doing it, was that lots of the trailers that they showed said console launch exclusive,
Yeah.
which could mean anything from 4 weeks, as it was with Inside to a year, which it was
Yeah.
with Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Oh, Inside was on launch. That's why I can't find it.
It was what?
Inside the one where you're like it's like the Limbo-esque game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So it was on Xbox, but it was on PS4 like a month later, and people were like, "Oh, I wonder what it's going to be on PS4." And it was.
Same game.
Metro
Not
is
long at all.
exclusively though.
And I don't think so. I think that was another one that was a console launch exclusive.
Really?
I would be. I
could
could
have
be wrong.
sworn that they said something about that. And Anthem is correct.
No, that's another one that they market that like it's a little bit tricky the way they're marketing things, but they've got to do it because Sony does the same thing with the Call of Duties and the Destinies and the apparently they're doing it with Red Dead Redemption, and they go even a step further and add exclusive content to them.
Yeah.
Which Phil Spencer, the head of Xbox, has come out saying that's not good for the games industry. I'm Mr. Games should be played by everyone. I'm the cool guy.
Games are cool.
Remember when everybody shit on Xbox for when PS4 was, when they were like, yeah, you can only buy, like, share games with your friends, and PS4 is like, hey, this is how we share games, and they're just like, thank you,
Yeah,
and that was the end of
brilliant.
it. That was
Yeah,
brilliant.
then they were like,
Yeah.
okay, maybe we shouldn't do that.
The Xbox One was shit on so hard
Oh
at
yeah,
first. It was-
people were pissed.
yeah, I was pissed. I was like, I don't get
And
it.
they've
Yeah, I
been
was
paying
like,
the
I'm
price
not
ever
gonna,
since.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna buy a one.
I got the first, what was it? Yeah, when they first was it first announcement? They're just like TV, a lot of TV. We have the Xbox One will work well with your TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, they.
And
I
did it?
mean,
No, I don't know. I didn't
But-
ever use it for TV.
marketing
No, it
is a crazy game. Look at the Wii U. The Wii U was a
Terribly named.
great console. Terribly named, terribly
Nintendo's got a
advertised.
huge history with that.
They could have rode that out for another year or.
Why would they?
Or
though?
two.
The Switch is killing it right now.
Oh no, it is, but that's because people don't think it's a Wii expansion.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Again,
Well,
because of marketing.
yes.
And it's also like
And
20,
it's also
20
much
times slimmer.
slimmer, better looking. You can actually take it beyond 20 feet from your TV, so
Yeah.
it's got a lot going for it. I was trying to find that it was confirmed for PS4, Metro Exodus that is, but having a tough time doing
Doing
so.
great.
But I'm pretty sure it will also be on the PS4.
Stay tuned.
Another one of those console launch exclusives, as they called it, was PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds.
I did not know that was going to come to Xbox
Okay, until just now.
until just now.
Alright.
Until just reading this.
Well, yep. So that's been absolutely blowing up on Steam. It's, I think, one of the most popular games on Twitch as well. And
See, I'm trying to think if there's ever been a console game like that, like that Hunger Games-esque game for console.
Mhm.
Because it's been all over Steam
Right. Yeah, like you're.
and PC.
Gotcha.
And I'm just not sure how well it would do on a console. I'm sure it'll do fine, but
Yeah, I think that the online infrastructure for systems has greatly improved over the last few years. I think that shouldn't have too much of an issue being as fun as it is on PC.
Sorry, I got some ducks. They just like walked in through the door. I don't know where they're at. They
That's
just
okay.
keep coming in.
So yeah, I wonder how long that's going to be a exclusive to the Xbox. If it's a while, that could be
That's
a
the
big
fun
thing.
though, you know.
There were a few indies that I thought looked really neat. Of course, the long-awaited Cuphead finally.
Oh my god,
finally
I'm
got
so
a date.
excited.
What
when
is that?
It's great. It's like, you know how Wonder Boy is like all hand drawn?
Yeah.
It's Cuphead is in like the
Maybe
1920s, like
maybe
early like
October.
Steamboat Mickey style. It's like all hand drawn.
Oh
like,
yeah,
with the two
yeah,
cups
yeah,
it's in,
yes,
it's a bullet hell shooter. Yeah.
yes. Okay.
Finally got a release date.
Yeah,
And
because
soon.
they were talking about that a long time
Yeah,
ago.
this was like 2
Long
years
time
ago.
If you
Last year.
look at our other videos on the YouTube channel, we'll have
You don't
a
have
top. You don't have to, but you should.
Please.
Top 10
No.
I need to
anticipated
pay
games
my
of
rent.
2016. Of course, you want to watch that. Cuphead was on that list, so it's been delayed for a while. It's been looking awesome for a while, but apparently now that it's got a date on it, I can believe that it's coming. So
Man, I've been looking awesome for
It's
a
like-
while.
it's
I
like-
don't have a date on me. I can't get a single
Oh.
girl.
It's like Popeye animation.
Yeah, it's great. I'm so
I
excited.
love it.
The squash and stretch is amazing. It's so
Like,
great.
Yeah.
Everything's so cartoony.
So like it looks phenomenal. So let's hope that it plays that way as well.
And it lasts longer than 2 hours. Look, at this point, it looks
if
like
it's 5 hours and it's excellent,
Yeah.
fuck it. Like,
I'm gonna if you play with your friends.
yeah. So what else? I just showed you guys the trailer for The Last Night. That looks like it's like a Blade Runner looking HD pixelated art game. I thought that had a really cool looking tone.
I think the art style is very cool.
Striking.
Hopefully it won't come out at the same time as Transformers The Last Night. This is the second like two name thing people do. I want The Last Night, and it's like, okay, you go see the movie, and they're like, I want the game.
I didn't even know that's the Transformers 6.
I saw like something online for it today, and I was like, oh, what? It was weird. Optimus Prime, they're pulling an Injustice. Optimus Prime's the bad guy in this one.
Are they?
Yeah.
I have not seen any of those movies.
I've seen like part of one. Yeah, they're not too good.
First one's pretty good.
I do.
There were lots of other ones shown. Code Vein, which was
yes.
Did you guys check that one out
Yeah.
at all? Looks like
Is that the one you showed me? With like when we're talking about Bloodborne, it's like the vampire thing.
It looks
I
like
texted
I think
the
it's the
group text
Bandai
about
Namco
it.
Souls inspired anime game. Is what I have
It
written
looks
down.
pretty cool. I was watching some of the gameplay, and it looked a little bit like a more modern, like angsty goth vampire guy, Bloodborne.
Yeah,
because
like
you just
Persona meets Bloodborne.
Yeah,
No, that'd be great. Yeah, 'cause
exactly.
Bloodborne, you're just like, I don't have any voice, and you're just like, oh, I love all the
But, like,
presets of the same slick back hair.
It looked good. You're just like his outfit. I'm just like, come on, man. Matrix are over.
Was he Neo? Like look like Neo?
You just like big leather jacket, running around fighting guys,
Revenge
and I'm gonna
convention.
bite some of their necks. Take the blue pill, take the red pill. I don't care. Go to sleep. Don't go to sleep.
Stay up if you want.
That's
Sorry.
The big thing from Microsoft's conference, of course, was the reveal of what the Project Scorpio really is. Apparently, it is called the Xbox One X.
Yes.
Or X. Okay, we already talked about this a little bit. I forgot.
It's so dumb.
But
Why?
you know,
It's a
it's
silly
not the
name.
worst name I've ever heard.
No,
I mean-
it could have been worse.
Yeah, but
They could have been like the Xbox 560X.
that would have been pretty bad. I mean, wonder if it was called the Xbox 720. Now that
The Xbox triple flip now.
This
They
one-
need to stop with the goddamn directions.
Yeah, there's one direction and that's
Until
forward.
there's a built-in spin pad that just rotates your console.
The way pop culture's going, it's probably not far off.
I would have thought it would have been. I think it would have been cooler if they just called it the Xbox Scorpio. Like what?
Yeah, I
Or
don't know
just
what was
Scorpio.
wrong with that
Yeah.
name.
Yeah.
I was
what
like,
I think
I thought they were gonna keep that, but
I do think that would have been cool. But what I think that they
I know
probably
those.
decided was that they didn't want to disparage people too much if they thought that $500 was too much from getting an S. This way, it does sort of feel like they're the same console, but one's the higher end model.
This is like the Pro versus the regular PlayStation
It's
4?
exactly like that.
Okay.
so it's a little bit better.
It is. It's got a little, there's a bit more of a disparity in terms of the hardware.
Yeah.
But there's also a huge disparity in terms of the price. So you look at the
Oh,
PS3. Right now, that's retailing for $299. The Pro.
PS3?
No, I'm sorry. PS4.
I was like, oh shit!
Where the
what?
fuck do you
Wow.
shop?
The PS4 is $299 and the PS4 Pro is $399. $100 difference. You can make an easy argument going for the extra 500 gigs as well as the HDR and 4K capabilities of the Pro.
I mean,
It's an easy sell for $100.
yeah,
But you look at the One S, $250, and then you look at the Xbox One X, $499. It's a tougher sell to literally double the
yeah,
price.
I mean, especially if you're like one of those people like me who buys stuff online. I just got a PS4 Pro with like 6 games for just over $400 with 2 controllers.
Well, you're good at that stuff.
Oh yeah,
Bargain shopper.
Yeah.
yeah, they don't play around.
No, you can't in this economy.
But I mean, I'll probably wait for the price to drop because it definitely will drop.
But one thing that so you already have an Xbox One.
Yeah.
What do you think about the One X? Are you feeling like you want to rush out and get one, or is
No.
it no?
No, especially not now. Unless there's a game that specifically reaches out to me that I'm like, I really want to play that.
But you'll
But
be able to play
but-
everything on the One
Yeah,
S.
but-
you just won't get maybe the 60 FPS 4K.
Yeah,
that
but
you get
that's
on the One
what Pep wants.
So is everything moving away from Xbox One then? So I just have a stock Xbox One. So like, would I still be able to play my Xbox?
Yeah, you'll still be able to play
Yeah,
everything.
they're all the games are playable. Like through the Xbox
It's
One
just-
X.
Now going forward, I don't know if they've said every game, but most games, what the idea is that there's going to be settings that you can turn on to, you know,
Upscale.
They're turning into
Upscale.
PCs.
Yeah,
That's
It's
exactly.
gonna
all-
upscale.
that's
It's gonna
all-
upscale the graphics, but that'll probably mostly be aimed towards the One S.
And not even just upscaling, it could improve things like frame rate as well.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
it will.
Yeah.
It's gonna use like as much as it possibly can,
Mhm.
especially if you have a 4K TV like the mine. It'll do upscaling on like anything you're using. If I was playing anything on my Xbox, it'll scale it to the highest possible like pixel / frame rate,
Mhm.
and it'll do it that way.
So what I came away from was feeling like that, surprisingly, like I was thinking, well, maybe the Scorpio will finally push me over the edge to come back to the Xbox. But what I more felt like was, well, they're actually still supporting the One S in a significant way, and it's half as much money. It seems like there's a lot to play on it that I can't play on the PS4. So I was overall impressed with the conference. I'm
Yeah,
not going to run out and buy one right away, but we'll see how a couple other games shake out. Maybe I still have so much to play on my Wii U and my PS4 and everything like that. And
new PS4. I got a lot of shit
He's
on
coming.
my plate.
yeah.
And you just let me borrow Nier, so now I can experience how good that is.
Oh yeah.
For real.
That'll be the. Stay tuned for next week. Near discussions.
Speaking to a oh, we got a ghost in the house. Somebody's speaking to a ghost. You're not a psychic. How many times have I told you? There's nothing. You're not hearing anything. There's nothing going on. I don't know what's going on. It's been crazy since last night.
Brandon's trying to reach the beer ghost to get some beers.
I was actually choking. I'm just very calm.
You have to do
about
that.
it.
You gotta do
Ghost is a
this.
great
You
guy.
gotta do this.
So quick, moving on. Bethesda had a press conference.
Hey, you guys
Yes,
are
they
freaking out
did.
about that.
Yes, they did.
You broke my phone when you guys were talking about Bethesda.
Well, mainly I think because of how crazy the Wolfenstein 2 announcement was.
That you guys are. I looked at my phone. I think I was about to go to bed, and I looked at my phone, and you guys are freaking out about
I
Wolfenstein.
mean, they had a straight up 8-minute trailer. That
Wow.
What am
Was
I wearing?
Goggles.
Nostalgia goggles.
I'm wearing a VR headset.
Goggles.
That's all Bethesda was.
What? Oh shit! Really? What?
No, not all.
What?
I know, but a lot of it.
A lot of it. Yeah.
well, I think that's good for them. The fact that they're putting out Fallout 4 and Skyrim in VR. I think that's pretty sweet. I mean,
That's gonna be crazy.
it is. I mean,
Crazy.
I want
What'd
to.
you just say?
I want a
What'd you
voice.
just
I want the voice commands. I want to shout.
Fallout
I
4
want to yell at
and,
dragons.
and Skyrim.
Oh, yeah.
Skyrim, the old 2011 game that keeps on giving.
Keeps on coming.
That is
Keeps
Bethesda's
on
cash
coming.
cow. They are insane. They will milk that game until it is fully dry.
Yep.
When's it coming out for Switch? Did they give a release date for
They
it?
didn't.
I saw
They did?
the trailer. No, because it's like you could be a Zelda boy.
I already pre-ordered it, but
You pre-ordered it?
yeah, like
yeah,
3 months ago. But now it has a picture on Amazon, so that's good.
Now it is a picture. Yeah, that's good. It's good. In our society, you can tell that's great.
Anything. I think Wolfenstein 2 was the trailer of the show, just in terms of its ambition and its combination of gameplay mixed with cutscenes, mixed with bizarre live action shit. Made it seem like Wolfenstein on acid.
Huh?
Gave it just
What?
talk about the Wolfenstein 2 trailer.
Yes,
It
wackadoo.
wasn't quite on acid, I won't say that.
I think that it had a character literally on acid in the fucking
Oh, it did, yeah. It was,
Yeah.
he was chasing the crazy lizard, yeah. And he's like, it's gonna be okay. And the guy's in the back just getting shot at. He's like, And the guy's got like a rip at his forehead or something. He's like,
That's
okay.
by
dude."
shrooms. Come on, let's be realistic.
It's not Mario, okay?
So did you guys play Wolfenstein: The New Order?
And Wolfenstein, other one,
Old Blood?
My friend bought Wolfenstein: The Sacred Spear for like Windows DOS.
which were some of the best games.
Really good first-person campaigns.
Yeah.
I mean, front to back, 15, 20 hours long. Interesting story all the way through.
Make choices.
Did you?
Yeah.
You
You
thought
gotta
so?
decide whether or not to. Spoilers. If you haven't played it, that's your fault.
Oh, so, okay, well, tell me to
you
my
have
face.
to,
Okay.
you have to choose whether or not you kill that dude you've been working with, or be like, okay, go ahead, kill him. I don't give a shit, and then you end up.
Sounds like a typical business conference.
Yeah.
Those were really cool games, similar to the way that Doom was rebooted. I think that they did an excellent job with that, and now I think that they've had the success that they did with that. It looks like they're going really stepping it up another notch with Wolfenstein 2.
Yeah.
Doom's in VR too.
Doom's in VR 2, and
What?
it's not just a re-release of Doom in VR. So it's an original
It's a new
Doom
game.
Yeah, I think that's the idea. I don't think it's going to be a full-on 10-hour campaign, but it looks. I think that Doom is simply too fast-paced and too crazy at this point to be.
No, it's not. It's perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I watched someone who modded like
That-
That's how Doom is. You run super fast, you run into a room that's full of shit, and then you just go crazy.
It doesn't matter where you aim because you'll hit anything.
No, not that.
That's a
Not
great
the
one.
original Doom for the SNES. I'm talking like
It for the PC, but on the SNES.
and for the PC.
Okay.
No, but like old like Doom 2 and Ultimate Doom, those were the games. Like well, basically it was a speed run. You just wanted to get through the level as fast as you possibly could. You'd run into rooms, there's enemies, bang, 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 boom, bang, bing.
Done.
That was it. That's just how it's done.
Case closed. Good
But-
detective.
But with the new Doom, I like how they captured that. Where you're just like, oh, I'm strolling along. I got some health, I got some armor and ammo. And then, boom, you're in a room and metal music's playing and there's demons everywhere. VR, that would be so sick.
It would be sick, but I think that after a certain amount of spinning around and shooting shotgun and having this guy over here and wah everywhere, I think it would be a little nausea-inducing.
I get dizzy very easily.
If I can't play Super Mario Galaxy without getting nauseous, I definitely couldn't play that.
Yeah,
I can't go on the teacups.
That'll get you.
The teacups, those.
Those are the.
Play VR on
I
the
didn't like
teacups.
those as a kid. I
Ugh.
don't like them now.
Okay,
I'm
you're
a
right.
coffee
You
guy
kind of
myself.
knocked me off of it now. The fact that I have to spin around.
Yeah.
Unless I can do like this. If I have to look behind me though, I'm fucked.
I'm only gonna buy VR when they make the perfect Sonic VR and I can curl up in a ball and go fast.
You guys can film me playing it and I'll just throw up all over the room like, where are they?
Look at all this. Where's my flashlight?
One thing that was neat about the Bethesda conference, they did say that everything that they showed was coming out this year. So
Oh, really?
that was a different.
Yeah.
From most of the other conferences,
2018.
Nintendo was mostly 2017.
Yeah.
But no, I guess about half and half.
Odyssey, I'm glad they gave a release date
Yeah.
for Odyssey. October
October
27th.
27th. That's it.
That looks amazing. They said it's on the same plane as like they touted, of course, Super Mario 64 and like Mario Sunshine as their like best Mario games.
Oh, Mario Galaxy is
And,
better. Than
and they're just
Sunshine.
like, because yeah, they put them at the same time.
Kill
like-
you right now.
I just wish we could get into Super Mario.
Yeah.
You get the Sunshine.
Nice.
This is my beer comparison.
Oh,
Stay
no.
tuned.
Embarrassing.
Well, anyway, where was I? Talking about
Doom. VR.
Yeah,
Uh,
so
Bethesda.
So on Bethesda.
Bethesda.
So the other thing that I haven't mentioned they
Bethesda.
announced was Evil Within 2. I didn't play much of 1. I
Evil within, evil without.
I want to play it more because it was very,
Yeah.
very intense.
Mm-mm.
$5, I'll take it.
I think that the first game, mostly
Ghost
positive.
trying to
This
sell me
one,
stuff.
I don't have much to say about Evil Within 2. It was announced. It looked pretty cool.
Did you play
Moving
the
on.
first one
I
at
think
all?
we're gonna
Wait. Did you play the first one
I
at
did
all?
play it a little bit. I played it for about. I think I rented it from Redbox.
Did you guys ever play the Saw game? Because it looked like a lot like the
There was
Saw
a
video.
Saw game?
Yeah, 2 of them. They're terrible, both of them. But Evil Within looked like you were playing the Saw game.
No,
It was
Evil
bad.
Evil
It was
Within.
spooky. I
It
remember
was.
this. Did you
It
play
was.
it?
I played through like probably the first 3 levels. It's a very, very intense survival horror.
It's
very
true survival horror. Like
Oh yeah,
like it's
yeah,
got the tank
like
controls and everything, right?
scarce ammo. Like what I heard Resident Evil 7 did really well was like
Oh, it was great.
you gotta keep those bullets on you, boy.
Mm-hmm. It's not really the second half of the game, but towards the beginning, yeah.
Yeah.
You have
Well,
to kind of
yeah.
Rambo the second half.
In this, you're just like all I have is 4 bullets, and I'm not gonna kill this guy. I don't know what the fudge I'm supposed to do other than run away and look for other stuff.
And that's what you had to do, right?
But the thing that pissed me off the most about it is like how much they made it try to seem like a movie. It was widescreen, which pissed me off because I'm just like
Uncharted wasn't even widescreen,
it's
right?
like, what?
Uncharted wasn't widescreen, was it?
I mean,
It's certainly
even
depending on
letterbox.
you.
Okay, so you're talking about it had the it also had film grain and it had the black bars.
Those big old black bars, yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, which like just it really took away from a lot of the gameplay.
I feel like they were trying way too hard though to be like they were trying
More
to capture that movie.
cinematic.
Yeah, whereas like
And
Uncharted
just,
does
like-
the same thing, but it's like presented in a different way
But,
to kind of convey the
But
message
this,
of
like, you're in small areas, cramped, hiding closets, under beds. Like, you're just like,
sick film grain, where's the guy?
yeah. But like, the game did do a very good job until, well, my friend Cam beat it. He said the ending was incredibly disappointing.
Hmm.
But other than and IGN said the same thing.
I think they still gave it a really good review.
Yeah, they gave it like an
8.7.
8.7.
I
I was
remember
just
we
gonna
were
say
like
that.
I remember we
I was-
Ow! I might have fucking spotted it.
Yeah.
No,
I can't even
but-
remember who reviewed it. I think it was Keza McDonald. Or is that her name?
It was
Yeah,
two
yeah,
people.
it was
The
that
one I
many
watched. One was a gal. One was a not gal.
Yeah.
But either way, hopefully the second one it's better.
Hopefully. We're going to take a little break right now. We've still got the Sony and Nintendo conferences to discuss, as well as maybe what we've been playing, although we might just save that for Tuesday's episode.
When
Thanks
we
for
get
tuning
back,
in.
whose hot dog's the biggest? We'll whip them on the table. You bring the buns.
Hi guys, thanks for watching the Level With You show. I'm Bartholomew Smith, here joined by Tom Hanks. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good.
All
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. So last week we pioneered this new pairing beers and games thing, and we're just going to keep on keeping on.
It was a great success in our first one, and we hope to keep it coming to you.
Exactly. So first up and foremost, I'm going to go this week. I've got a special 3DS game, Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, and what beer do I have to match with this? The delicious Stone Ghost Hammer IPA. Now it already gives it away.
It is quite creepy.
Yes, quite creepy indeed. Now, Luigi's Mansion originally released on the GameCube back in 2001 as a launch title.
Oh yes.
And then they came out with this sequel 10 years later. Excellent.
It is very good
Even
game.
better than the first.
Yes,
would
some
say.
would say yes.
Yes,
it's
yes.
a very good game.
So, I just thought what game would go, or what beer would go best with this game, and I had to think of the spookiest one I could think of, while still being an IPA. It is summertime after all. We're not going to be drinking those dark stouts all too often. So this one's a new release from Stone, apparently brewed by the night shift workers at Stone Brewing out in California, where they make the magic happen. And I had a sip of it, and the first thing I thought was, wow, I've got to get that Luigi's Mansion to pair right up with this to have a real good time. You've got the Centennial hops that go along with the centennial nature of Luigi's Mansion. You've got the Ghost Hammer name, which also, ghosts, Luigi's Mansion, that's pretty much all you're doing is going around with your vacuum sucking up ghosts. I just thought, why not bring the two together, have a fancy night where you're not just playing a game, you're not just drinking a beer, you're putting two wonderful things together and being all,
spooked out.
connoisseur-like.
Spooked out.
So what have you got this week?
I've got something a little more upbeat.
Oh yeah.
I've got the Harpoon Camp Wanamango.
Oh.
A very summer beer. And what could you summer with the beer more than the Super Mario Sunshine?
Oh wow, that's a good one.
Not to break off too far into an Italian meatball accent, but how can you compare these? You got the summer heat of the Super Mario Sunshine, and you've got the summer beer of the Harpoon. Where is Harpoon from?
They're from right here in Massachusetts.
Where though?
Boston.
Boston, right?
Pretty
Boston
sure
and
the
Vermont.
Mushroom Kingdom,
Boston
like
and
Mario
Vermont, yes.
That's why we're pairing with it.
It's a very good game. You run it through the sun, you hit the bad guys, you squirt them with your water hose.
Your flood.
Flood.
Exactly.
Is that his
Flood.
name?
Yeah,
I didn't even realize that we were representing the Mario Brothers.
Yes, this is
Are
actually.
you talking about the flood from Halo?
Yeah,
I
right.
like that game.
This is a rivalry between
Halo 3 is my
brother and
favorite.
brother.
And
One who gets a little more lead than the other.
hey, we all have our expertise in life. Mine doesn't happen to be.
You fuck ghosts.
Master Chief has sex all the time. Xbox One said so.
Anyway,
But
I think that
either
was an
way,
excellent
this
reference.
is a great summer game to play, and it is a quick way to beat the heat. Well, beat your meat.
Join us next week as we delve into another great game pairing. Oh shit, I dropped my microphone.
In your game.
Join us next week. Thanks for watching.
Yahoo!
Love
Listen
you.
me!
What
Hey everybody,
goes?
welcome back to part 2 of episode 6 of the Level With You show, special Anthony's House E3 edition. We're going over all of the different press conferences and things we got to see at E3. It was quite an exciting week in most parts, in most aspects. We've already discussed the Bethesda and the Microsoft and the EA conferences, and now we're moving on to Sony and Nintendo. We're going to start with the Sony conference. Tyler, you came over and we watched that.
Good time.
What were your initial thoughts?
It was a good conference. I mean, like you have here, a lot of retreading from last year's conference, a lot of new updates, DLCs, things like that they're announcing. I mean, I'll let you go into. I mean, I'll talk about one of the games that I think probably looks the best of their conference. But I mean, I'll let you start where you want to start.
All right, sure. So they started off right off the bat with 2 DLCs, which is a unique way to start a conference. One was for Uncharted 4, which technically I guess you're not really going to call a DLC because you can buy it standalone. It's the, I'm forgetting the title of it right now. You play as Chloe, who's a character from Uncharted 2.
Oh yeah, the love triangle girl, the one with the red shirt.
Yeah, orange I think, but yeah.
Color specifics aside.
Anyway, so this looks very cool. It takes place in India, I believe, and it's another Naughty Dog game, so it looks fantastic, and I'm very excited to play it. And we got to see some cool new gameplay of it. You know, it's going to be neat to see an Uncharted without Nathan Drake, kind of get another perspective from a different treasure hunter. It's really bugging me right now. I want to figure out what the DLC is called.
Did they say his name?
No, you play as whose name?
The protagonist. If it's not Nathan Drake, it's
Chloe. It's Chloe
Oh, gotcha.
from Uncharted 2.
Oh, shit.
She wasn't in, or maybe she was in. She was also in 3, I believe. She was not in 4. But it's going to focus on her and Naomi, who is a character from Uncharted 4. And I can't wait to play it. I mean, it's called The Lost Legacy. Thank you. It's going to retail for $40, which seems a bit high, but it is a full-on game. It might not be quite as long as Uncharted 4 was. That got into the 15-hour or so range, but I think they're saying 6 to 10. And if it's got that Naughty Dog pedigree of just incredible storytelling, I think it's going to be no reason to think it's going to be anything but excellent. So looking forward to that one. Also got some tidbits about the Horizon Zero Dawn DLC. Didn't go much into what the story is going to be. It looks like it might have some sort of arena gameplay, some sort of horde mode type thing, but they didn't go into specifics, so I don't want to assume too much. We also got to see gameplay trailers from a lot of things that were announced at last year's E3, including Days Gone, Detroit Become Human, and God of War.
God of War looks awesome.
Those look pretty cool.
Yeah, the gameplay that they showed of that, him fighting that big man with horns.
Mm-hmm.
Satan.
No, it wasn't that Satan.
Did you guys play the original or the PS2?
Yeah,
and
I played the
PS3?
first 2 God of War.
It's like a very unique departure from the series, which is cool. Like rather than just top down, kind of like hack and slash, like nothing else. It looks like it's going to be a little more kind of along the lines of like Resident Evil 4, more so over the shoulder
Yeah,
and action.
looks like similar to a perspective you might see in an Uncharted or Last of Us game as well. They're definitely going for a more human Kratos this time around, making him a bit more of a relatable protagonist. We did get to see some of the fast-paced gameplay, hack and slash type stuff that the series is known for. So it looks like that's still going to be there. At this point, I'm like, I don't really need to see anymore. I just want to play it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And
Don't show them anymore. You're just gonna ruin it.
Yeah.
Breaking off people's horns.
Yeah, and he definitely has a bit more of a grounded feel than the originals. I mean, the back in the day, what God of War did better than just about anything else was being so bombastic and just over the top and just holy shit. Like,
absolutely.
the way the camera would pan out and be like, wow, I'm walking on a guy's toenail.
Whoa, this is big.
Look at the shit that I'm doing right now.
It did that better than just about anything, and I think those games are mostly remembered fondly, but people have kind of been soured on Kratos as a character, and I think they heard that feedback, and they're making him...
He's a little asshole.
Yeah, he's a fucking asshole, for sure.
I thought it'd be good for like the end of the first and second one. You're like, oh, maybe he'll come back in his character arc. No, he's just like, I don't fucking care about anybody.
Yeah,
Yeah,
by the end of
he's
3...
a baller.
He's a baller, but he's got no character depth or development. He completed his arc, and now they're just like, all right, well, I guess no, just make him kill everything for the next like 3 games.
Sounds
And,
like every girl
spoilers
from
for God of War
Bad
3
Boy.
here,
I'm bad.
but at least for me, at the end of God of War 3, he killed him, though. So, yeah, he gave him the old...
Everything's dead.
So I wonder if they're going to retread on any past story or if they're just treating this as a full-on reboot.
Yeah, they left themselves a lot of room for a reboot. They're like, all right, we'll just scrap. Nothing happened. Come on, we'll rework it.
Yeah, so that's looking good. Detroit Become Human from the developers of what's that story? Oh, Heavy Rain. Quantic Dream, that's their name. So this has been in development for a few years now. Another decision-based adventure game, highly cinematic. We got to see one really cool screenshot that we saw in the trailer was all the different choices that you can make and all the different branches that each one concludes. Like if you take the passive route, this and this can happen. If you take the aggressive route, this leads to that and that leads to this. Heavy Rain did such a good job of making your choices actually feel like they were impactful on the story, so I'm sure this is going to continue in a similar fashion.
It looks really cool. I mean, I just like the whole concept of it, of the androids kind of like breaking out into society, and
yeah, got some flashes of Nier with the whole androids. What is consciousness? What are real people type of thing.
Yeah,
Where is Will
definitely.
Smith? He needs to be in our movie.
iRobot was a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
iRobot.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw that in
Will
theaters.
Smith.
That was alright.
Just go fit. Oh.
Okay, it was good.
Wild West.
Yeah, there you go.
Wild West way
And then
Wild
Days
West.
Gone, we got to see that. I only saw what was shown in the press conference. I didn't see any of the other gameplay that was shown. I don't have much to say other than it's kind of wait and see for me at this point. I know that our buddy Matt, who's here behind us, is thinking it's looking
The spooky ghost boy.
super generic, and he's not interested in it at all. I can see where he's coming from, but I'm more taking a let's wait and see how it plays type of approach, because I know that the studio's talented, and I know that Sony's got a lot riding on it. So I'm thinking that it still might turn out okay, but it didn't blow people away like I think that they were hoping that it might this year.
No.
Only time will tell.
Yeah, I think that the trailer that they showed last year was actually more impressive.
What was the biggest thing that you saw this year?
In what aspect?
Probably your penis.
Game or my penis?
I think the game that impressed me the most, that we saw the most gameplay of, was probably Mario Odyssey. We're going to talk about that in the Nintendo portion, which is just right around the corner.
Yeah, we'll just do whatever you want. fine.
But in terms of Sony, I will say that the most impressive game, in my opinion, was Shadow of the Colossus.
Yes.
Again, for
yes.
the second time.
Well,
Doesn't
second,
even
third
matter.
time, whatever.
Yeah,
Doesn't
third
even
time.
matter.
Whatever time you want to
I mean,
call
it's
it.
cool they upgraded the graphics.
That
on
game
it.
It looks really good.
incredible.
Yeah, it was,
Keep it going.
They fixed the fucking clunky moving.
If it works, it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I played Shadow of the Colossus, that's one that I've always tried to love, but just couldn't. I just got too frustrated with the controls and
Certain bosses, you're just like, this sucks.
yeah, just climbing up and I fall down and I slide and
Try it again.
it never felt right to me. And it's a game that I know that many people hold
That's
very
how I
high
feel replaying Crash Bandicoot.
But this is a complete remake,
Yeah.
right? It's
Yeah.
not just a remaster like it was
it's
before.
A complete.
This was definitely the most out of left field surprise, which the conference was lacking. So
They were lacking Bloodborne 2, which you're really upset about.
I was. That was the game I was most looking forward to, or hoping to see at E3.
I feel like a game like that's gonna take a little bit more time.
Well, the original came out early 2015.
Yeah.
I'm
Half
holding out for
the
PSX
people
now.
haven't even beat it yet. They're
Just
still getting their
acquired it
asses
today.
whooped.
Pew pew.
So yeah, I was a little disappointed that Bloodborne 2 wasn't there. Overall, I think at the time I was more disappointed than I am now. Now that I've had some time to reflect, because I remember all the great games that have been released on the PS4 this year. I think that maybe they overshowed their hand early, and that they kind of were like, well, we had such a kick-ass show last year, and half those games aren't even out. So
Oops.
yeah, so we know that we've knocked it out of the park, but we can't do that every year.
I'm sorry this never happens, you're just so pretty.
Yeah.
And I also don't quite appreciate their approach to the conference, where they don't have any devs come out and talk about the game, give you a little perspective behind the development. Just trailer after trailer after trailer. It worked last year once they had all these big things to announce, but this year it just didn't have the same kind of personable feeling.
Very
that the
fake and
Microsoft
phoned
one.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Microsoft is very, very passion of the Christ, Minus the Christ part, but I should have just said passion.
Yeah.
Very passionate about
Yeah.
their lisps.
I mean, Sony's on top right now. They're outselling everybody, and it's starting to show a little bit in the way that they're communicating with their fans. And not that they're doing a poor job, but I do think that if they're not careful, that Microsoft might gain some significant ground if they don't start taking some more gamer-friendly steps that that Microsoft seems to be taking. What else did we see? We saw Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Yes!
I'm so excited. for
Played
that.
the demo today. I am so ecstatic for that goddamn game.
So what
As you
characters
should
did you play
be.
as in the demo?
Okay, you played as a bunch. Basically,
Raccoon.
it's like an intro into what the story is going to be. So you get to play as Thor, you get to play as Mega Man, you get to play as Dante, you get to play as
Thor.
little metal.
All these are available.
Oh, Arthur.
Arthur.
He plays Arthur from Super Goals.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it goes through probably like 5 scenes. Chun-Li,
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel. If there's any I'm forgetting. That's
Was
not-
it Deadpool too? No.
No, I was actually disappointed by that.
Probably saving for the full release, which is okay.
Yeah,
The
but
more
either
surprise.
way, the gameplay itself, it looks fantastic. The story looks great.
There better be a buttload of characters.
The demo is still available, so anybody who wants to go play it, go play it. I'm not going to spoil it for you.
I wonder
But-
if it's gonna are they gonna cut off the demo? You can't play it after a certain date.
I would assume so.
It's coming up pretty soon. It's like
it
September,
looks
I think.
just like a prequel to the actual game's story, just so you know what will be going on. Like, entering it, basically, you're in Thor's world, and, what's his name? Bad guy.
Oh, Sigma from Mega Man X.
Yeah, Sigma takes over all of Thor's people, who were very strong initially, but he makes them a little bit stronger. And
he fuses with-
you have to fight a bunch of them.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you only fight them.
Yeah, you don't fight any other characters. You just fight the Ultron soldiers.
Yeah,
he fuses with
you
Ultron,
fight
right?
Sigma in one part, but he kicks the shit out of you.
Like every good
And
man.
then, yep, and then you're just laying there as Thor and like, yeah, water. And he's like, oh, fuck you. I know I took all of your people, and now I'm going to take you. And then Captain America comes out of nowhere and goes, hey, brother.
With a shield slap. Yeah, I got pumped when I saw it because part of the trailer was like Mega Man X was shooting all these dudes.
No,
and
play
Captain America's
the
like,
demo. It's definitely worth playing. I haven't played Marvel vs. Capcom in a very long time.
I was pretty into 3 when it came out.
Oh,
yeah, 3
Same.
I
Hours in training mode.
crushed at.
And this, unlike 3, is 2v2.
3v3 still.
Is it really?
Yep,
No,
3v3.
this is 2v2. Well, at
It's
least
probably just a
in
demo.
the demo is 2v2, but I expect it's going to be 3v3.
Yeah. Follow the tradition.
Yeah.
I think they're switching it to 2v2, but
I honestly, it would probably be better if you did
The original
that.
one was 2v2, I'm pretty sure. The original Marvel vs. Capcom. For, in the arcade and Genesis when they ported it to
Was it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 2v2.
Yeah,
and
2v2.
then
and
Marvel vs.
then
Capcom 2 they went 3, and then 3 they went 3 versus 3. So this one would be
4
cool.
is 4! No,
that would
but
be too
no,
much.
no, that would be way
It's
too
gonna be
much.
too much as all
No,
the
I
multiplayer
feel like
games.
unless you
It'd
do
be
like a
nuts.
multiplayer mode and you're playing with like 6 people, like
It's gonna be insane because that's what they're gonna let you do. You're gonna have
they'll
like,
probably
multiple
let
people.
you do that.
With the new Dragon Ball game that's coming out as well too. That
Oh,
looks
yeah.
fucking sweet.
That did look good. What conference was that shown at?
Microsoft, I think. I think it was for Xbox.
Yeah.
It was like
Yeah,
Dragon Ball Fighter Z, where you could just say Dragon Ball Fighters.
Yeah, that looks
Yeah,
like shockingly like the show. So that
looks
just,
so good.
It's made by Arc System
Because
Works.
it's all in 2D, but it looks
It's 3D.
No,
It's all-
it's drawn in 2D,
Oh shit!
but it gives you the
3D,
the
but you get
feeling,
cartoon
the feeling,
feeling, yeah.
like the 3D feeling.
That looks amazing.
But like all the art's done in 2D.
Because they have a really good track record, but they started with Guilty Gear. They did the Guilty Gear games, and that kind of fell off after a
Oh,
while.
right,
And they just
okay.
produced a couple new ones. But then they went on Blaze Blue, which was really successful, 2D anime fighting. And then from there they're doing this now. They're kind of following along the trend of like all Namco Bandai games now. They're doing like with the Naruto, like Ultimate Ninja Storm games. They did. It's like 3D art, still 3D, but it makes it look like it's still like drawn. It's really cool. I love to see that the lines kind of being further blurred, where it's like, oh, this is anime, or it's like this is like 3D graphics. Very
Yeah,
stoked on that.
good.
I had a buddy that was really into Budokai back when I was in middle school.
Oh,
the
so
PS2.
game.
good.
The first one was great. It told the story like in 3D, like 3D PS2 graphics of the, like Dragon Ball arc from Saiyan Saga up to Cell Saga perfectly.
Yeah,
it was
so
awesome.
So they closed out the show with a trailer for the new Spider-Man game from Insomniac.
Which looks pretty great.
Looks pretty great.
I'm not a fan.
Wow.
I'm not a fan of any Spider-Man games.
Did even Ultimate? Ultimate I thought was
I mean,
good.
that's just
You-
because they made them.
You shoot webs into nothing. You swing around. Especially this one, it's a bunch of quick time events.
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
I agree with the QuickTime event criticism. It did seem like they were leaning a bit heavy on that.
I don't like
But I
that.
think that the last time where you were actually shooting webs into nothing was the original
Yeah.
was for Spider-Man.
They
for
couldn't render the
GameCube.
ground.
GameCube and PS2, because once Spider-Man 2 came out, you were actually swinging on buildings. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, I'm pretty sure. I mean, it doesn't show it exactly. It kind of like goes right into like it goes off screen, so it looks like it. But you're definitely like you get a feel that you're kind of holding onto something.
Yeah.
Just because they can't like go.
Because if you hang on the web, you like gravitate towards the building.
Yeah. So if
So-
you like sit there, it's very like a magnetic pull, but you can't see like where it's landing. I guess.
Obviously taking a lot of influence from the Batman Arkham games, which are kind of the gold standard for superhero games.
They're good games.
They're great.
We get into them.
Really?
I have one for Steam, and I just haven't brought myself to play it. It's
Well,
Arkham.
you gotta play it to get into it, man.
That's true.
Yeah, that's literally
Well, no, we don't try.
how it works.
Yeah, I don't know. You look at it once, and it's all Steam.
No,
Some are
especially
set.
if it's. I mean, they're all good, but the Arkham Asylum is a classic. You should give that one a
I'll have to
shot.
check it out. I have it. I just have to play it like I do six
Asylum.
other Steam games.
Yeah.
Asylum.
And I thought Knight was actually highly underrated. I thought that was
You just got overshadowed by all the bugs it had at first, and they just kind of were like, all
for
right.
PC. Yeah. And people thought the tank was so terrible, which I thought was okay. I didn't think it was as blasphemous as many other people did.
Blasphemous.
Yeah, people were. I mean, whatever. It still was an incredible looking,
Yeah.
good story, fun combat.
Yeah, like what
Fun
other
open
superhero
world.
games are you playing?
Yeah.
You?
None, because they're mostly bad.
Maybe.
They're getting better though.
Yeah, they're working on it.
Yeah. Any more Injustice 2 play?
Nah, I kind of. It's good for a while, but just the
Dude.
modes got really annoying. Like, there's that one more thing I brought it up before where it was like you play online to get like gear or whatever. It's like the multiverse, and there's the one mode. It was really bad. It was a really sour note to start on because I played it. And I was like, I haven't played this in a little while. So I got on there and I was playing as Robin, and they're like, okay, cool. And then there's just like I look and I start playing, and there's this little icon under the health bars that just is a light bulb with a crack in it, and I'm like, oh boy, what could this be? You start playing, and then ooh, black, light, black. Everything's like just like in and out, in
It's
and
like
out.
that Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah, at the level where everything's in shadow, like everything you can't see, and then you can see. You can't see, and then you can see, and I'm like, you kidding me? I'm like, come on.
I mean, you probably just got into a bad stage.
Yeah, it was probably one of those shit. But also the Riddler one that we played, when we played it, where they were just throwing the Riddler marks at you, and you lose your health, lose your health.
Being as bored with fighting games as I've been as of late, Marvel vs. Capcom.
is gonna be fucking
I'm
amazing.
telling you, it's gonna be sick. I'm very excited for
You
it.
heard it here
First.
We'll say it first.
Anybody else who believe it, they're liars. Don't believe them.
No,
Capcom was like, yeah, it's gonna be okay.
no,
It's
it's
like pretty good or whatever. You can pick it up if you want. Or
No.
pre-order the $200 Gauntlet edition.
There's no
I
X-Men, so
want
that's kind of
it.
whack.
There's no X-Men? Or at least released right now. They usually do Wolverine or X-23.
Well, I think they're usually kind of a big part of the game.
Yeah,
It's
I
huge.
think
They
it's
just had like
because-
X-Men versus
Thank
was,
you.
no problem. It was their original like claim to fame. It was like Capcom or I think Capcom saw it because it was like X-Men versus Street Fighter, and then Capcom saw it was like, or no, not Capcom. One other whoever started producing. They're like, oh, duh, let's do this Marvel. It's like, oh.
I mean, if I can remember correctly, there's several X-Men playable in 3. Like
Mhm.
Wolverine,
Mhm.
Cyclops.
Yeah. Yep.
Beast.
Phoenix.
Who's Beast?
no.
Oh, with Nightcrawler?
Older than
I don't think
that.
Nightcrawler was
That's
all
not-
Should have been.
but X-Men.
You ever played
Nightcrawler was
the
it.
X-Men game for the SNES?
I played it in arcades. You mean the
It's
Brawler?
no,
The side-scrolling
Not
one?
the Brawler?
The side-scroller
Oh, no,
one.
I haven't.
It's incredibly difficult.
It's very annoying.
You ever want to
Peeling
play
the
that
curtain off?
game and get pissed off at everything? I've only gotten past the first world, which I thought I was beating the game. Nope.
Just like Doom.
Whole nother world.
So,
No saving.
Sony
activity.
conference overall, like, they showed good shit.
Lackluster.
Sony's killing it this year.
Yeah.
The conference left a little bit to be desired.
A little wanting.
But I think they're kind of in a tough spot. I was saying this earlier. They're the only other big company that has an event, the PlayStation Experience. They've had 2 now. 3's going to happen in December, which has a conference that may not be quite as new announcement game, trailer heavy as E3, but it's close. And it's hard to kind of balance the two and have them equally exciting. And we've also had an incredible first half of the year for the PlayStation 4, so I
What
can't
about-
be too down on them.
What about The Last of Us 2, though?
Honestly, I wasn't expecting to see that because
Anything?
no,
Anything?
No, really, no. I mean,
Why?
what are they going to show? Because they already at PSX they even said they're very early along in this game, but Naughty Dog wanted you to see this because we know that you love it. If they had held that same trailer for E3, maybe.
No.
Maybe.
No, that even would have been weak.
Any,
Like, just
Why you wouldn't
any
be-
information on it.
it's gonna be great.
Yeah, say that. Literally, say that, and we'll be like,
Just have Neil
yeah!
Druckmann come out and be like, "We're working on it. It's gonna be super dope."
I want one guy to come out he's in the middle
And
of
then
just
throw up
his
some
little,
letters that spell
his little
out.
workstation. They're gonna pull him out. They're just gonna put the whole workstation just. Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Like, I've already
Goes
seen
back.
a bunch of shit on it, like how it's being made. It's gonna be great. But
Yeah,
like,
I mean, other thing, I was more disappointed that they didn't say anything about like Final Fantasy VII remake.
Oh, I know.
Because
Me
it's
too.
it's been a year
Oh.
since that was announced.
And they've done
Yeah.
some
I
progress.
mean,
yeah,
Death
that's-
Stranding is another one where I was
We've been
like,
talking about that for a
well,
while.
Oh, I can't fucking wait. Oh my god, I am so excited. Except I'm a little worried. One, the episodic format that they're going to be doing with it, where they're going to release it in episodes, because they're one of the guys, the interview I saw, he's like, well, PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 1, it was like 3 discs because it was a huge concept, and we had a whole bunch of stuff going on. But now, since we're bigger, we want to kind of produce everything in a larger scale. We're going to have to release it in episodical format. And I was like, It's just another excuse for money. But then again, if they do it and they release it like that, I mean, then again, they're going to release, of course, parts, and then later down the line, once everything's out, they're going to put it in this collection like they do with everything. They'll be like Final Fantasy VII to complete.
I've never played a Final Fantasy game.
You have to be into it. You want to be in
We're
the
gonna
mood
edit
for
that
it.
part out.
I'm just saying.
You were missing. I don't know.
How many of you guys have played Donkey Kong Country 2?
Me.
Yes.
This guy. It's a great game.
You gotta.
Best side scroller of all time. Just saying.
The Final Fantasy not side scroller.
I know.
It's a
I'm
Japanese
just saying.
And that's wrong also, but
Oh, what is then? You say Shovel Knight, I'll bitch slap you.
it's not Shovel Knight, but
What is it?
Mario World.
Bubble Knight.
No. Not even fucking close.
All right then, moving on.
So
That's a
simple.
topic for another
I'm excited
day.
for Final Fantasy.
We're gonna do
Let's keep
side
going.
scroller battle brawls.
Anyway,
Bop. Nintendo.
Nintendo.
Ba-da-ba.
They did their.
They killed it.
They killed
Yeah,
it.
they did.
I mean, that's what seems to be the consensus. A lot of people had low expectations.
I didn't think they were gonna do anything.
Yeah, I thought they were
Yeah,
pulling out
Anything
from
that
this year.
great. Other than release dates. I was expecting release dates. And they delivered on those also. Also, 3 new amiibos coming out.
Which one?
That's more than that.
I was gonna say there were plenty.
Well, the ones for Mario Odyssey.
Oh, yeah, the wedding ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were stoked on those. That's the first thing you said
Mario's
after
like-
we saw you from E3. You're like,
In a white outfit.
Yeah.
Like,
See, are they getting married finally?
They
Come
just
on. It's
all look like pimps.
like, personally, I think Pauline's way hotter.
I think
the original
that-
Donkey Kong.
We'll
bring
get
her
to
back.
Mario
Oh,
Odyssey in a second, but the plot for Mario
Spicy.
Odyssey is pretty hilarious.
I was like,
Yeah.
that's more than blonde.
Yeah. So anyway, like they had new stuff to show. They had a new Kirby and Yoshi platformer revealed. Apparently, the new
Yoshi
Kirby game is
looks
just called Kirby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love me some
I
Kirby.
like that it's
Yeah.
multiplayer.
Yeah, they've been
that'd be cool.
Oh yeah.
That sounds like a really fun time to play with.
And I like a really cool concept where you like recruited people.
Yeah,
That's how-
exactly.
that's how Kirby
yeah,
Superstar
yeah.
was
Even
though,
if you're
too.
playing by
Yeah.
yourself, you can recruit like
Yeah.
other people.
Kirby Superstar
in
did the same
games.
thing.
Yeah.
It was good.
I
Yeah,
don't
it
know,
worked with
Well,
that.
they're bringing it
I
on
miss
back.
this mechanic.
It was in the one for Super Nintendo, Kirby Superstar, where they're just I don't know if it did it for you automatically, but if the second player had a controller, I don't know if they just hit start or Kirby had to suck up an enemy. I think you had to have a power, and the second person press
It's
start.
kind
and
of
their
like
controller,
Yoshi with
and they
the
pop off
eggs.
and be the enemy.
You'd suck them up,
Well,
and instead of making an egg, you just make a friend.
Yeah, I wish I could do that
You have like a
normally.
little follower and they'd like fight alongside you.
Yeah, exactly.
The
But
only-
but the fact that you can play with other people, I think
That's amazing.
for a side scroller, it's always fun. They did that with.
they've been doing it with Mario. For
Yeah,
years.
with the Mario. Yeah, for the
Mhm.
Wii U.
Yeah,
Also a new Yoshi. It's like cardboard Yoshi now instead of.
It's
Like a yarn,
adorable.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
adorable.
Alright.
Yeah.
I couldn't get
It,
into
it,
Woolly World as much
it
as I
looks
wanted
way
to.
too easy,
That's what Kirby does too.
but yeah, that's why Kirby was made.
For it to be easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like an easier
Yeah.
kind of, but it's still enjoyable. It's a game I like to be. This is a little bit of drug talking podcast. I like to be really high and play. At least when I was smoking a lot of pot, this is a game I used to just get big to and play because you're just eating all these like cakes and stuff you find on the ground.
Wasn't
I was
Kirby
like,
the
man.
name of the lawyer
Yeah, that's what he
that
wanted.
worked
Yep.
by Nintendo to save?
To save them.
Yeah.
And Mario was the owner of the warehouse where they first started with
Yeah.
the studio. Yeah.
Yeah.
Little
So they
trivia.
named the other game Kirby.
hmm
I thought that Mario was like Miyamoto's landlord or something.
Oh yeah, it was like the landlord of the factory or like where they
No,
first did their
yeah,
studio.
but Kirby, like someone sued over.
It was Jack Kirby or something like that. I think it might have been, but it's like
Jack
Kirby was the
Kirby's
last
a
name.
comic artist.
Comic artist Kirby.
Jack Kirby.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. Jack Kirby's a comic artist, but something Kirby was the lawyer for them that like helped them like pretty much stay afloat and like be the company they are now.
Huh. Interesting. What else did we get to see from Nintendo? We saw Zelda.
Metroid.
Well,
Oh,
Metroid.
yeah, the new Metroids.
Metroid Prime 4. That crowd went wild after that announcement.
Didn't see much of it, but like,
Yeah, it was like JPEG.
you saw some words.
Yeah,
But the fact that it's a thing,
it's pretty cool.
still pretty
Pretty
exciting.
cool. Apparently not being developed by Retro. Who made
Yeah.
the first 3 games, but apparently a new team is working on it within Nintendo. So hopefully it's in good hands.
Yeah.
And the new Metroid game, I think it's a remake of the first one for 3DS.
It's a remake of 2.
Two,
Two, yeah.
Yeah. Which
That's
is
gonna be great.
a little not played nearly as much as the original Metroid.
Really?
No, because
I had it and it was
it
good
came
until
out
it got
on
stolen.
Game Boy. it's a Game Boy game, and there was apparently a legal remake of it that was released recently.
Oh, the fan made one that they
Yeah.
did. Then Nintendo court ordered them to take it down because it was super fucking good. But they're like, this wasn't licensed by Nintendo.
Right, exactly. So
Oh yeah, it was A2M, another Metroid. Yeah, it was like AM something, but it was really good.
yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about that. So this is the official one. Hopefully, it can be as good as the unofficial one.
But you know what they say? What's on the internet stays on the internet.
Mhm.
There was also some confirmation that we're going to be getting a Pokemon game for the Switch from Game Freak.
What? Really? Oh.
Yeah, it was like really kind of tucked away in there
Passed
during,
over
during the
that.
Pokken Tournament DX announcement. They were said, and we also want to let you know that in Japanese that we're working on Pokemon Core Series game for the Switch.
All right, well that's good.
Stay tuned for that.
And Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon again, because that's just another disappointment.
Yeah.
What was that? What was that Pokemon game that was for console?
Pokemon Snap.
No, it was like a newer one. You were like played a guy. You were like in the desert or something.
Oh yeah, Coliseum. Pokemon Coliseum. Is that the one?
So.
Yeah, 'cause you had to walk. You had the capture arm because you
Yeah,
could steal
yeah,
Shadow
yeah,
Pokemon. Yeah, it's
yeah.
Coliseum, and then Pokemon Coliseum XD.
Yeah.
It was awesome. Those are great
I wonder if it'll
games.
be like that, or it'll actually be like a core. Like
I
Pokemon
hope
game.
so. I
I
Yeah,
hope
that-
so.
I think that they know that would be just off the charts big, and
Yeah.
it's also portable since the Switch is portable. I think that finally we're gonna get a AAA non
Handheld.
2D Pokemon game that's gonna
So imagine like Skyrim if it was Pokemon.
yeah Skyrim.
Yeah, imagine that.
Oh,
I don't know. Yeah.
I will punch
It'd
you.
be great, but not like I don't want to run around first person. I want to see a trainer. I'm gonna fight my Pokemon.
What? You are the trainer.
Yeah, but I don't want to be a first
You
person.
can click right joystick, and then
Go
you'll
back.
be a third
Okay.
person.
Maybe.
So they ended the conference with a fantastic trailer for Super Mario Odyssey.
I love that song. That song has been stuck in my head
Oh, it's
all
amazing.
week. It's
Yeah.
so good. It's called it's like my one-up girl. It's love it. Yeah. Oh, so
That game
good.
is gonna be perfect.
So the game looked
Fucking
great.
phenomenal.
It looks so weird, but so good.
It's like Zelda though, but it's like taking the approach. It's like it's gonna switch it up.
jumping into it originally. It's gonna be pretty
Yahoo!
weird to be like, where am I going? I'm just in the big city. Here I am, just a
Little
big
boy.
lonely Italiano boy moving over here.
It's
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2 with Mario as the main
Can we
character.
take control
That
of
would be
freaking dinosaur?
As far as
That
Yeah,
was-
yeah. He's just wearing the hat, and the hat's just like.
With a frog, the part of the trailer where they throw it, the frog's like, and it's like,
I'm
wow.
excited to see all the hat. What you can do with that goddamn hat?
Everything.
Yeah, so that's the big new mechanic. It's
Yeah.
the hat. That
You can jump on it. You can throw it onto things, and
You can be a bullet bill.
You can be a tank. You can be a
You
dinosaur.
can be a human.
A realistic looking dinosaur. That was kind of a showstopper moment from the trailer.
Yeah, that was very confusing. I
You
was
can
like,
be
what
a
is this?
yeah. I was like,
I thought that was Monster
Jurassic
Hunter for a
Park.
second when they first showed the T-Rex. I was like, no way, and then it was the Mario hat. I was like,
You can be a 6'2" broker in New York City
Yeah.
and just like live his life for a little bit.
oh, I'm a little bit bored. I wonder what these guys are doing.
Hey, so whatever, the stocks are up.
I hope you get a little more than me. There's a peach running all over the place.
Pizza.
Pizza.
What did you think about all the new seemingly RPG mechanics that they're putting
Love
into
it.
the game?
Absolutely love it.
Yeah.
The world-specific coins, normal coins. You can buy new outfits. I'm a sucker for that. Love that stuff. I'll be
Yes.
collecting coins all over the place.
Mhm.
That was so cool.
And you can actually fast travel. There's a
Mhm.
map.
Thank
There are
God.
mission objectives that you can look over. So this is all very new for a Mario game.
This is gonna be really cool. I'm really excited to see what they do because I embraced what they did with Zelda. Like totally new. Like didn't feel like a Zelda game, but was a Zelda game. But
Right.
this is gonna be a Mario game, but it doesn't feel like
And
Mario.
if it can hit
No.
all the high notes that
If-
if it's even half the success that Breath of the Wild is.
Oh god,
Oh my God.
I guarantee it's
It,
probably
it, see, I wouldn't even compare the two because it's more like Mario 64. You have an enclosed world. You
Right.
just have this access to these other worlds. You know,
I
it's
get
like
that
oh,
aspect.
jumping
Goes-
through the
goes to
paintings.
angry,
It's
I'm
like
sensing it.
It's not a
Yeah.
giant open world like Zelda. That's true.
yeah, you just have this big city,
It's a hub
and
world.
then
You have your hub
you
world and
take
your
these
levels.
silly ships that are like, well, you want to go to the woods for a little bit?
Oh come on, let's go.
Yeah, we're going to the wood for a little bit.
But just like Breath of the Wild, there are new things like being able to buy customizable items to make Mario look different, There are missions that you can tackle in whatever order you see fit. There are new weapons and shit. I guess not new weapons, but new things that you can do with your hat to
New
defeat
moves.
enemies in different ways. So it's
Jump
like-
across things. Yeah.
You
the
can
thing-
roll. You can roll.
I feel like it's gonna be kind of annoying at first, getting used to that, like throwing your hat on a bullet bill and flying around
Yeah.
with it.
That looked like it might be a bit. take some getting used
Like
to.
just like
Certain
I feel like the
things
first
can, certain
time that
can't.
happens, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna get fucking bombed, and then I'm just gonna have to start back and what do I have to find a new hat?
No?
Is that what I have to do, Wiley?
I think you always keep a hat.
He always has a hat, man.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, sometimes.
Not
I mean, it's stolen by that stupid seagull in
In
Mario
some,
64.
in some aspect, in some levels, he doesn't have the hat, just like in
It's-
Sunshine.
Oh, when they
So
take away
Some levels
Flood,
when they
yeah.
take away Flood,
Yeah.
which were like the most badass.
Me and Matt
parts.
played that. We got really drunk
Yeah.
and tried to beat
And
one
then
of
there
those.
was
And I
that.
was so mad.
There was that one part in the trailer where he was in like some Mexican world. He had
Yeah,
some
that's like the first or
sombrero
second
on.
level. Yeah, he's got the sombrero.
Whoa, we
hat.
got sombrero, cool.
Yeah,
And it's freezing in the
can't
desert.
complain about Mario and a sombrero.
It's gonna be. I hope it's gonna be good.
Yeah,
I really
I
hope
can't.
it's gonna be great.
No, you just
I,
can't.
I got big hopes for it.
Yeah.
I am excited.
You collect moons. now
Every
instead of
Mario
stars.
game, I'm super excited.
Me too.
Mhm.
I think
I
that's
just-
one that's gonna make me pull the trigger on the Switch.
Same.
I
Then
also,
Pokken
I also very much want a new Donkey Kong.
That is. I feel like that's probably gonna be coming down the line at some point soon.
Coming soon. Coming soon. Let's
To a
see.
theater near
But
you.
I don't want a side scroller. I don't. I want like some Donkey Kong 64 style gaming, you know?
Okay. Maybe we'll see.
Maybe not like you need 3 months to beat this game
Yeah,
entirely.
I don't know about that. But one other thing that looked badass in the Mario Odyssey was the link between two worlds style
Oh, this the
3D
paint
to 2D
thing.
parts.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
That
yeah.
came out of nowhere
climbing
too.
up
They're
the
like, alright,
tower.
we're gonna.
Yeah.
You gotta jump over the bullet bills, and you gotta do all that stuff in 2D.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
2D
like
for
that a
me.
lot.
Yeah, and I was hearing after the official part of the conference ended, when they went into the talk with the Nintendo interviewers to talking with the developers of the game, they were saying, so why did you decide to implement these aspects into your game? And they said, essentially, well, you know, most of the game is 3D and open world, and there's all these things that you can do, and it's not quite as platform intensive as other Mario games, but these enclosed sections allowed us to have those parts as
Yeah.
well as the
It's
big
good.
parts.
It's good to bring it back to that classical sense in a way.
Yeah, I think it looked super
Like-
cool.
Back to your roots.
Back to your roots. That's
And
what
Back
I-
to your roots.
It works so well in A Link Between Worlds, and it's
Yeah, I've only heard
Link Between Worlds is
fantastic things about that
amazing.
game.
Highly recommend it. Great game.
On it, still haven't opened it.
Too little easy.
well,
Well,
it was quite an E3.
We didn't
I
do
had a good
our
time.
we didn't do our rounds though.
Or what?
What we've been playing this
Not
week.
that.
I think I should save that for Tuesday.
yeah, they got a lot of stuff on my plate.
We have to meet back on Tuesday.
Yeah, we
Ooh, I'm actually going to the beach Tuesday. So.
Whoa! Shit!
So-
How does it feel? That's
Sorry.
okay. No, beach is good. I would have rather gone to the beach too.
Well, thanks for joining us for this E3 Extravaganza episode of the Level With You show. Again, I'm Wiley Olmstead. These are people's.
Yeah, fucking whatever. Thanks
Grafton
for coming.
Jones.
Yeah.
You watch if you want. Who cares?
Available on iTunes, Stitcher, Podcast Addict, Google, all those podcasts. Check us out there.
Nice hanging out with you guys.
Yeah, nice hanging out. And sorry about the late episode this week. New one on Tuesday.
Yeah, I swear
And-
Wiley will never go to the beach again.
Exactly.
On my watch.
Goodbye for my kitchen.